Hello everyone and welcome to another UFC review. This is for UFC Fight Night, Bisping vs Gastelum at the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Shanghai, China, and I apologise that this review is coming out a day late. I would have gotten it done yesterday, only we had a Sunday roast, and after eating that roast I had to wash up, and there's a lot of washing up to do after a Sunday roast, so yeah, I was basically an hour late with my review than I would have been, and I didn't really want to do that. And also, like today, I had a shower last night, I'm a bit fluffier than I normally look, so that's why the hair is on point. And yeah, we'll just get into this. There's not a lot to talk about because it's just the main card. I couldn't find the prelim card at all, and we have some things that we have to get into with it. So let's just get right on with it. So the first fight on the card was Muslim Sakalov against Alex Garcia, and it was a pretty good back and forth fight. It does get enough from me, mostly for what happened around it, because Garcia, for people who've been watching his last few fights, they know he's got really, really good boxing and really good striking. But he did a lot of amazing wrestling. Like, his takedown defense was good. He got a really, really good takedown round one and round two. Eventually, he got the back and got the submission by rear naked choke. And at what's the time? I think it was 2:33, 3:22. I got the numbers kind of reversed there. So yeah, really, really well done to him. He didn't get performance of the night for it. In fact, I'll go through two people who did get performance of the night because they were on the prelim card and I couldn't see that. So that would be Son Keenan, who got it over Bobby Nash, and Zabit Magomed Sharapov against Shayman Maurice. So there we go. With that said, on to the next fight, I guess. So the next fight was Wang Guan against Alex Caceres, and no fight was given fight of the night, but this is probably the closest one, even though it wasn't exactly back and forth. Pretty much throughout the entirety of it was Wang Guan knocking down and rocking Caceres quite a bit throughout the entirety of the fight. And Wang Guan's got a hell of a record. Like, with this win, he's actually 20-1 and 1 draw. And that's a fucking great record. Like, for someone I've never seen before, and especially for someone who's local in China and the Asian areas. So that was really, really good. He really, really impressed me. And Caceres, I like him. He's funny. He's a respectable fighter, and these two showed a lot of respect, especially considering that there are a few unintentional groin shots. But he's got a really bad record. He's got 24 fights, and he's got 13 wins and 11 losses, including this one. So I don't really know how to feel about all that. He's an exciting fighter, but there's a lot that he needs to work on if he wants to build up something good. And he's still young. He's 29. He's got all the time in the world to learn. He needs to focus a bit more, though. I do like him, but I think there's untapped potential there, and he really needs to dig down to get it. But yeah, this is a good fight. He gets an up. My candidate for Fight of the Night, even though no fight got Fight of the Night on the card. So there we go. Next up was the current main event, and this does get a slight down because when it started, it was like 1 minute over already into the fight, and that wasn't me skipping past anything. In fact, I almost skipped past the entire fight before I realized I had to go back, and then it showed the fight clock at 3 minutes 50, and it showed Lee and Zach fighting in the middle of the octagon. I was like, what? I missed something here. It could be a recording snafu, I don't really know, but something happened. Anyway, fight ended in the first round. Li Jinliang got the fight nearly 3 minutes into round one. He got the finish, got a good TKO finish, got the victory. Well, obviously he did because I said he got the finish, and got performance of the night for it. So, well done to him. He really, really showed his stuff, and Li Jinliang is someone I've seen a few fights of, and he's always impressed me. He's got really, really good striking. He's pretty vicious. Zach Otto hasn't really impressed me. I know I've seen him before, and he's done a few good things, but this is not one of them. But I don't think he's going to suffer too much from the loss. So, the fight itself gets a win, combined with the finish. So that's just gets a win, gets an up, combined with the finish. So yeah, but the slight snafu with the recording, I don't know what fucked up, but something did. Get that gets it down. And now we move on to the main events of the evening. So, Michael Bisping versus Kelvin Gastelum. And Michael Bisping has now, for the first time, officially lost twice in a row. And not only that, but it's the first time he's lost by finish in the first round, because he got knocked the fuck out in round one. Oh god. Yeah, Gastelum won halfway through round one with a vicious counter left hook. And I was going to give this a down because Bisping lost, and I don't like that, but he's going to retire Like, anyway, after his next fight, he might retire fully. So, yeah, I'm going to give this an up, ultimately. I mean, Kelvin Gastelum is a fighter I really like. I always enjoy watching because he's just a bag of surprises. You never know what he's going to come out with, and it's always fun to watch him fight in any capacity. And Bisping, he looked kind of sloppy here. I didn't really like how he looked. And I actually saw an article. Oh, by the way, this does get a down for a different reason. It gets an up because the fight was alright. But it gets it down because, see, China's airing schedule is kind of strange. Like, it aired in the middle of the day, so it was like 12 o'clock. And that same day when it aired, which was Saturday, this past Saturday, the 25th, when that aired, I like a rookie, I make this rookie mistake very rarely, but it does happen. I scrolled a little bit through Facebook, and I saw that one of my friends, who was also a UFC fan, posting that Bisping got knocked out. So I'm not going to say anything bad about that friend, because I like that friend and he's a good person, but do not throw those spoilers about, okay? When I haven't seen the thing, and I know it's in the middle of the day, I could have watched it in the middle of the day, I just didn't want to. I wanted to watch it the next day, so... Yeah, that kind of annoyed me, that does get down, but... Yeah, the fight gets an up. Oh yeah, and back to the Bisping article thing, because I briefly mentioned that. I read that, like, earlier, I think this morning-ish. And Bisping, like, Joe Rogan said he doesn't understand the logic behind why Bisping did this. It's 3 weeks after he fought GSP and lost the middleweight title to him, after a brutal fight where he got rocked several times and choked out. So, yeah, I don't really understand the logic behind it either. But, anyway, I mean, Bisping returned, like, after a short layoff. He came in on short notice to beat Luke Rockhold and become the first British UFC champion, so... I mean, it worked for him then, but that was like a year and a half ago, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense in hindsight. But yeah, so all in all, this was a decent card, I guess. I really can't give it more than, like, maybe a 5 or a 6. Not that I'm disappointed in the main event, it's just I only got to see 4 fights out of, like, 12, I think there was. There was a lot more I wish I could have watched, but I couldn't. And also, having the main event spoiled for me by accident because I'm an idiot and shouldn't have been on Facebook at the time, that sort of puts it down the right. So, yeah, it was okay. It was okay. It did have some hefty good finishes, though, and the one fight that didn't get finished from the ones that I was able to see on the main card was close enough to getting Fight Night because it was really exciting. So, yeah, also Kelvin was the other person to get the performance of the night. It was the last one, as was Li Jingliang. So, yeah, I did say the other ones. I didn't mean to open that up. I meant to click back on my camera, and I accidentally clicked on my my WordPress. So, oh no, WordPad, not WordPress. My bad. I'm a fool. Anyway, I'll see you all next time, which will be this Thursday. I won't be wearing pajamas, and my hair probably won't be this fluffy and bouncy. So, yeah, with all that said, I'll see you all then. Thank you for listening. You're awesome. Bye bye.